Okay, we got the other round one, the winner's round one. Dan8116 versus RadioRad. Dan building stairs, signature stairs, of course. Dan is known for building stairs. And RadioRad is known for getting up to Schezo activities. You know. Dan's taking that 2-chain. I'm not sure if I would have taken that 2-chain. The thing is that the chain was still somewhat open. But this power 2 is definitely going to do something to fend off this onslaught. And then this set off will up the stakes a little. If that piece doesn't fall, yeah, the piece falls in the most unfortunate place. So, Dan's gonna take that game win. So, I think that, yes, there's an all clear there. I think that RadioRad had access to a longer all clear, in fact, but, missed it. And you know, it happens to the best of us. That chain is not going to be enough to block off Dan, although I don't know if Dan realizes he's still open. But Dan doing a pretty good job of keeping himself alive, especially because these block-offs are so bad. RadioRad not having a ton of resources on the board. It's gonna be difficult to respond to a 6 with board that low. I think that Dan might want to start considering tailing with stairs, because there are ways to do it. Although there's a way that he could have placed that yellow that would have led to a tail. I would have given him a little bit more damage to send to RadioRad. RadioRad had that fairly quick follow-up with the 3-chain. I think Dan might also be prone to premature popping. I try saying that 5 times fast. Prone to premature popping. Prone to premature popping. Dan getting a considerable amount of damage, but, you know, you gotta keep building. You gotta keep building. So we're getting a 3-chain out of Dan. And certainly, RadioRad has a 4-chain at the ready. Seeing some very competent plays from RadioRad here. He's putting a really big fight against Dan. That unfortunate set of colors is going to mess up Dan's dig. Lots of alliteration today. So like Dan has elements of the stairs tail. Like the two reds in column 5 and 6. Those are definitely part of the stairs tail. But you have to connect the rest of the tail. Because if that tailed, that would have been a 9 chain, right? And so having all of these tools at your disposal empowers you to make longer chains. And that's all I'm focused on because I'm an idiot who doesn't win matches. All I care about is he chain big. So, if you want to win games, you should probably take advice from Juice instead. Early pop from the excessive blues. See, okay, so you like drop the yellow in column 6. You know, could do that, and it could tail. So here comes the main chain from Dan. RadioRad actually sent the harassment before sending the chain, which is good practice, but you know the harassment has to actually land before the chain is a strong follow-up. I feel like with the way those pieces came, there was something you could do to get that all clear. Dan, nice and neat. Just setting off the main chain pretty early after getting that damage, but RadioRad's chain is missing a blue, in fact. I was gonna say the 6-7, but the missing blue is certainly going to cause problems. Throw a wrench in there. So RadioRad making big moves, especially during the beginning of the match, but Dan kind of running away with this one. Okay, so we have the stairs tail. Okay, placing the yellow in column 4 and then placing the blue on top of that will most definitely be the stairs tail. Sorry, the stairs tail. This is what's getting me, is you guys do stairs. Even the people with their fancy schmancy GTR chains do stairs. Okay, Dan's just closing that one really quickly, right? But you do your fancy schmancy GTR chain, and then you do stairs, and then you don't tail. You're a grown-ass man! I mean, some of you are grown. Some of you are teenagers. But some of y'all are grown men, and you want to leave off the tail just because it's stairs. You think stairs doesn't have a tail? It does! And I better see it! A bit of a color conflict from Dan there. Meanwhile, RadioRad actually fairly neat. The powered up 6. Dan's gonna eat that. You know, RadioRad put it on the ropes, so he's gotta fight back. I don't even remember what my saying was. It was just something about, like, you're about to get, like, 7-0'd, so you have to do something, you know. That's the vibe, but I don't know what the saying was. Okay, stairs tail. Yeah! Dusty's angry! And then you have to eat this 5 chain. That's what you have to do for breaking the stairs tail. That's what you gotta do. You gotta go to jail. Okay. All clear miss from both players. You know, you don't have to make the all clear into a continuous chain. Like, you could just pop the two things separately and have it still be an all clear start, right? Like, y'all know that, right? Okay, RadioRad kind of fighting for his life. Wonder if Dan's getting sloppy. Because Dan's stairs are in a little bit of disarray right now. Because RadioRad doesn't have much of a main chain. But, it looks like these chaining fundamentals are clicking a lot. You know, I don't like to compare the players, I guess. I don't like to be like, this player's obviously better than the other one. But, like, you know. Dan, you made me very mad breaking the stairs tail. It was like the stairs tail, and it was perfect. And you broke it. But Dan, using those quick 3 chains to take the round, take the match from RadioRad, especially with that powered up chains due to margin time, and Dan will be progressing. RadioRad will be knocked to losers.